everyone and their brother now talking about attachment styles, and drives me nuts. And self-labeling. And you had mentioned earlier that you get like probably like a message a week or something from people. How can people move past this, or like utilize it for what it's supposed to be utilized for and then move past it? Like,
Yeah, going back to the where we kind of got started with the field of therapy, couples therapy, one of the biggest criticisms that I have is the diagnosing that happens inside of therapy where a therapist is going to talk to a couple about their attachment styles. And the question you got to ask yourself is, how do you know that therapist got more than a C average in school, right? And so it's like, you know, how well did you do? I graduated summa cum laude, which is basically number one in your class in my graduate training, and I don't feel qualified to diagnose someone's attachment style, right? I mean, I think I like my GPA was like 3.9 or something. I can't remember what the exact number was, but so so if you're going to WebMD your own attachment style, you're not operating from. So let's just even suppose you are insecurely attached. Does does that make it impossible for you to believe that you're capable of everything you want and that you deserve everything that you want? So I'd present you with this, and this is how I work with my couples, is I would present you with two sets of questions you could walk around asking and ruminating on in your day-to-day life. Why am I insecurely attached? Why don't I feel safe? Why do I feel emotionally vulnerable in my relationship? Why doesn't why don't I get the reassurance? Why don't I feel, like I'm chosen? You could ask those investigative why questions, or you could walk around all day, every day asking, what else can I do to feel more secure? How else can I show reassurance? How else can I ask for my partner to uh, tell me they love me, right? Like you get to walk around with which questions. My questions, which are, what else can you do? How would you know if things were great between you and you felt fully secure and fully safe and attached? What would be happening? I'm just presenting you with a road of you noticing and seeing more of what you want versus asking why you have what you don't want, right? And so I know which set of questions I want to be walking around looking to answer, which is, how do I get more of what I want, not less of what I don't want? So instead of describing your ideal relationship in the absence of the emotional pain or the thing that you don't want, you should just be asking, where can I find more of what I want? What would it look like? How would I recognize it when I had it? Right. And so irrespective of what your attachment style is, you don't, there's there's a woman who lost her arm and she's still surfing. Bethany Hamilton got her arm bitten off, right? So she could still surf. I'm pretty sure that despite you feeling insecure in your relationship, you can build an emotionally safe and secure relationship. You just got to go after it, right? So I prefer not to live in these self-conditioning lies or these limiting belief statements that box us into, put us into a cage or paint us into a corner that we can never get out of, right? I love the idea that a therapist would be diagnosing your attachment style without knowing how well they did in school. Like that kind of cracks me up.
what's going on, guys? If you like that clip right there, you will love the full interview. You can check that out right there. I'll see you on the next video. Oh, and subscribe, because we got a lot of big things coming up in the near future.